Hi, first grade. Welcome to day 3 of Can You See 3? Can you see 3? What about now? Yes, you can. Okay, we're going to start off today by doing some imagination, inferring of what we can hear in the clues. You ready? I'm thinking of an animal that has fins instead of hands and feet. It has gills to breathe. What am I thinking of? If you said a fish, you'd be right. What clues did you get that it was a fish? Gills instead of hands and feet. Cool. And fins. I'm thinking of an animal with tall ears and a fluffy tail. If you said a rabbit, you'd be right. What were your clues? Tall ears, fluffy tail. I'm thinking of an animal that sits on a perch, hanging on by its claws. If you said a bird or a parrot, you'd be correct. What were the clues? A perch, where they sit, and claws. I'm thinking of an animal that has soft fur, a long tail, and whiskers. If you said a cat, you'd be right. What were your clues? Soft fur, long tail, whiskers. Well done. Keep hunting for clues as you read, just like in the story. Today we're going to look at some different things that we've reviewed. So we found out that the word tan meant light brown. It's a color. Try it with me. T-a-n, t-a-n, t-a-n spells tan. Try this one. S-a-k, s-a-k, s-a-k spells sack. And a sack means like a big thing you might have rice or potatoes in. Try this one. T-a-k, t-a-k, t-a-k spells tack. Something you stick into the wall to keep something up. We also found out yesterday, if we put an S onto the end of some of these words, then what it does is it changes it from one of those things to two or many of those things. One can, many cans. One cat, many cats. One tack, many tacks. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at these sentences. What I want you to see is this. Someone has stolen my words! It's okay. I'll probably find them. But it says this. You see a on a And right here I see that there's a period. I'm going to cut out this piece right here because I want you to see that this sentence ends with a period. But why doesn't the sentence end right here? It's because this is not the end of the sentence. This is the end of the sentence. You don't stop till you see the period. You don't stop till you see that period. It's right here. And so what we can do is I want you to put in a couple of words from the story that would make sense. And down here it says, yes, I see a on a Where's the end of the sentence? Right here. Give it a try. What would you put in there? Let's try this. You see a cat on a mat. Does that make sense? It does. You see a cat on a mat. For the second sentence, you could say, yes, I see a cat on a mat. Does our sentence make sense? It does. Let's try it. Yes, I see a cat on a mat. Or you could change that out for I see a whoa. I see a cap on a mat. Does that still make sense? It does. Today let's also talk about the characters in the story. Who is the main character in the story? Do we even know his name? Are there other characters in the story that pop up? Or is there just really one main character? The setting of the story as well is a really important thing to think about. This is where the story takes place. This is who's in the story. This is where the story is. Well, I think that the story, the first part of the story was set in a pet store. And the reason I think it was set in a pet store is because I saw a fish, and I saw animals in the pet store, and that gave me clues that that's what it actually was. And the character, I think the main character is the investigator, who we don't really find out the name of him. So you can see that the character is the investigator, which you don't need to spell. You can just see that. And the setting is first at the pet shop, then at the office. Are there some other places that the story is set? Yeah. What do you think it is that he's looking for? He keeps looking around trying to find something. I wonder what it is. The final thing we're going to do is we're going to do one of our first retells, where we tell what happened in the story. Now, if you wanted to go and share the story with a friend, what would you tell them about it? It's about a monkey or something. What is it? I don't know. No, you would tell them the main things that happened in the story. And some words that you could use to help them tell your friend about this would be first, next, finally. Try those words with me. First, next, finally. First, next, finally. What happened at the start of the story? That's why we use the word first. What happened at the end of the story? We use finally. What happened in between? We can say next. We can even say it more times than just the one time. So, have a think. What happened first? Well, first he was looking for something in a pet store. Next, he was looking to try and find something with how many cans there were. Finally, he set on attack. Okay, first grade, it's your turn now to go and read Can You See 3 all by yourself for the final time. Happy reading!